I'm just not too sure.
Guys, shut up! Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of The Pecking Order, OneFootball's version of the tier list, and I am joined at a safe distance by Angelina Kelly.
Hello.
Of course, we're here to go through the Champions League Final 8. How much of a chance have they got of making it? So we're going to go winners. Who do you think's going to win? A good chance, little chance, no chance, and just happy to be here. First off, of the 8, we're going to go for Bayern Munich. Obviously, absolutely smashing Lazio. What are you thinking?
I know your feelings on Bayern.
Very good team.
I don't feel like they're going to win, but I feel like they're going to have a very, very, very good chance. I just have a feeling maybe the wheels could fall off a little bit, but to be honest, I don't know. It's a tough one, but yeah.
I feel like they're picking up form at the right time.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking about Bayern Munich. Obviously, this depends on the draw, which will be happening on Friday. I'm putting them in winners.
Yeah.
I know it's so difficult. I know it's so difficult to retain it.
That's my issue with it.
The thing is as well with Bayern, I believe that no team who challenged Bayern last season has dramatically improved to be able to challenge them this season.
Yeah.
I think Bayern were far and away better than everyone else last season, and I can't think of anyone who's improved. Or maybe there is one.
Maybe.
I think you'll have a different answer. I'm putting them in winners.
Okay.
Bayern, straight out winners. What are you going for?
Yeah, I'm going for good chance. Is that the second tier? Yeah.
Good chance. Second tier. Okay. Moving on to the second team, we'll go for Liverpool.
Ooh.
This is a tough one.
You know what? We had such high hopes for Liverpool going into this season, but I think you've touched on it before. It's very hard to maintain the levels that they have been competing at for the last 2, maybe more seasons.
2.5, yeah.
So I think probably not the best chance. I just feel like with all the drama that's been going on, although things do seem to be getting a little bit better, they're still struggling in the Premier League. This is competing with Europe's elite, the best of the best, and I just don't think they've got what it takes, to be honest.
See, it's weird because they were doing so bad in the Premier League, and then they just it's like they took 2 days off from being crap to be like, oh, Leipzig, last season semi-finalist, 2-0, then back to being crap. And then the Leipzig game again.
It's a very
2-0.
Liverpool thing to do. I mean,
I don't get it.
On one hand, it wouldn't surprise me if Liverpool get to the final.
Yeah.
Because it's such a Liverpool thing to do.
After being so bad, I'm actually going to give Liverpool a good chance in the second category. What about you?
Okay, I'm going for the third category.
Little chance.
Yeah, little chance.
Little chance. Right, next up, Real Madrid. This is an interesting one.
You know what? The magic of the Champions League with Real Madrid, it just always seems to fall into place for them. But I just feel like they had a really rocky start in that group. I think they lost 2 games in that group.
They squeezed through on the last match day.
They were very lucky. And to get through against Atalanta is great, but no disrespect to Atalanta, but if you're winning the Champions League, you should be beating Atalanta pretty easily.
Yeah,
so,
true.
As much as it's great to see that they've managed to find their legs a little bit, I just feel like it might be too much going on towards the end of the season for them.
I think they'll get found out by a better team.
Yeah, I think when you look at that team on paper, I mean, apart from Benzema, who are you looking at for your goals, really? They're really struggling, and if Benzema gets injured again, they will struggle.
I feel like we've downplayed Real Madrid's chances here. Watch them turn it around. Watch them completely turn it around. As well as this, I think, and this is something we didn't really mention with Liverpool, who are going to be fighting for a top 4 spot, Real Madrid are in the midst of a title battle.
This is it.
They can't afford to be like, you know what, we'll rest players for La Liga game. We've got a big Champions League game coming up. They need to be on point because they need to fight Barca and Atleti for the title.
Exactly.
Their title. I'm going to go... Oh, I actually like Real Madrid as well.
Same, it's hard to kind of play them down like this, but we've got to be realistic.
I'm going no chance.
I think I've got to agree with you.
Oh.
And I do feel horrible doing that, but not every team can win, unfortunately. And I just... You know what though, we shouldn't feel bad because, for Real Madrid fans, you guys have had a really good run.
Actually,
you know what? We shouldn't feel bad, Matt.
Screw it. Get in the comments though. Right, next up, Dortmund. I honestly, I think we talked about it before the knockout rounds kicked off. I tipped them to lose to Sevilla.
Yeah, we thought Sevilla would be like
Sevilla
the dark
were good.
horse of the competition, yeah.
And we got our butts kicked, all because mainly of Erling Haaland.
Yeah.
He's not Cristiano Ronaldo just yet, but the Cristiano effect of a team that on paper are good, but they've got one superstar who could drag them through games. And if any team is going to afford Erling Haaland a chance, very unwise decision. So for that reason, they're always in with a shot.
Yeah.
I just think they're always in with a chance. Defensively, Dortmund could get found out against a better team. And do you remember last season? Who did they lose to? PSG. Like eventually they got found out. Obviously, depends who they draw. Oh,
it's a tough one.
I really don't know. I'm going to go little chance.
You know what? Sometimes when I see them play, I think they probably do have a good chance. But when I think of them as a team, yeah, I do think they've got a good chance because they have a player like Erling Haaland. There are other players that can step up, maybe should be stepping up a little bit more this season, but do have that potential. But it's when I'm thinking about the other teams around them. So I would probably agree with you. And I just think head to head against some of these other teams, I don't think they've got the full package, which is what you need in a Champions League. You can't just sail through with one player. So looking at the whole package, I would agree with you, same category.
Little chance. Right, next up, Manchester City. This is big. Everyone's saying this is
their
year.
Season.
Purely because everyone else seems to be doing pretty poorly, especially in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Pep Guardiola's
they've been given a gift
side, they've got the depth. This is what everyone's banging on about. Is the fact that if they've won the Premier League, right, by the time the semi-finals come around, presuming they get there,
they're in a good position.
They're in a good
mentally
position.
As well.
Mentally, they're on a good run of form, and they can rest some players.
Yeah.
What do you think about City?
Thing is, I do rate City. I think, and as a Manchester United fan, I will completely put it out there that I think City have been fantastic, 100%. And I think when you look at some of their players and some of those players that have stepped up, particularly people like John Stones, Gundogan, etc., like they have really brought it this season. Players that you wouldn't necessarily have looked at the beginning of the season and thought they're going to shine. They've actually come through and shone. So I think, I agree with the squad depth. I think that they are in a very good position in that other teams are weaker. They have a lot to prove in this competition. So I feel like if they mess this up, then they really severely need to look at themselves. Obviously, we've not seen the draw yet, so I guess it depends what happens, but they need to perform. And I think that they have got what it takes this season. I've got a good feeling about them.
You go winners?
I'm going winners, to be honest, yeah.
I'm going for a little bit of a pet panic again.
Ooh, do you think there'll be a pet panic?
We saw it last season, right? It was in the game against Lyon, he changed up the tactics. And
maybe he's learned his lesson.
We always think that. And then he panics when it gets to the quarterfinals and the semi-finals. Obviously, depending on the draw, I would say if they avoided each other, a Bayern City final. I think good chance for City.
Yeah.
Good chance.
I think I'll go winners just because I think that they have all the right moving parts to get themselves to that final. But I do get what you mean. They could maybe slip, but I'm going to be positive about Manchester City for once in my life.
Next up, Porto. I feel like we're not giving them much of a chance here.
Maybe we should put more respect on the name, but
beat Juventus.
Yeah, they did.
Have a title battle on their hands. I think they're, at the moment, time of filming, 10 points behind Lisbon. They've only lost 2 games in the league this season. I just wonder whether or not, and it's no disrespect to Portuguese football, but the level of football that they're playing week in, week out is really going to prepare them for these ridiculous games at the end of the Champions League season when you're coming up against some unbelievable teams. Maybe that's a bit too harsh. I think we saw it last season, right, with Leipzig making it to the semis.
Yep.
And Lyon making it to the semis, I believe. That a one-off game, maybe. In a one-off game, a one-off tournament, maybe. But Porto, again, did very well against Juventus. I'm just trying to think of a Porto against, I don't know, Manchester City, 2 legs. Or 2 legs against
That's the
Bayern.
thing, it's the 2 legs. And you've got to think, last season with Manchester City and Lyon, that was only
Just
one
leg,
wasn't it? Yeah,
course.
so maybe if it was last season, they'd be in a better predicament.
Maybe.
But I agree with you. 2 strong legs against a very, very strong team.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard to keep that consistency.
And they rode their luck a little bit at times against Juventus. They squeezed through on away goals, let's not forget. Not discrediting their performance at all. Happy to be here sounds so harsh. You know what? I'm going to put them in happy to be here, but I hope they prove me wrong.
I would probably agree. I do feel like, and you know what, not to be rude, but I think they should be happy to be there. They've got to a very good part of this competition, a very good stage of the competition. They've beaten Juventus, congratulations. I just can't see it moving any further. But like you say, if they prove us wrong, we can come back here and we'll do a video praising them.
Well, I will praise the hell out of Porto if they make it through, so amazing for them. Right, last 2 teams, Chelsea. Not gonna lie, guys, did not expect them to get here.
Me neither.
I thought Atleti would beat them.
Same.
And they have not only beaten them, but comfortably over 2 legs put away the La Liga leaders as well.
They've been another one of these teams, a little bit like Liverpool in some senses, in that they've had these rocky moments in the Premier League. Obviously, since Tuchel's arrival, it's got better.
A lot better,
But they do seem to just be sailing through the Champions League. Because I think in the group as well, they didn't lose, did they? So
I don't believe so.
So yeah, they again another team that just seems to be bopping along nicely in Europe.
Honestly, since Tuchel's come in, ridiculous.
It's crazy what a manager can do.
I mean, he is obviously a runner-up from last season with PSG. You know what? The more I think about it, the more I'm talking myself into a good chance for Chelsea. I don't know really.
Because also I feel like they've not, regarding the Premier League, they're going to be aiming for that top 4, but it's not like they're in any kind of title races. They're not like Liverpool in that the pressure's on to try and get to that point of those like top 5. Chelsea are pretty much comfortably going to be in the mix there, so you could maybe argue that there's a little bit of pressure off them.
They've also got a good squad mix. Tuchel's changed it about a bit.
They've got a lot of players.
A lot of players. What are you going to go for?
I think they've got a good chance. I think that they could really surprise people. I think, for me personally, since as I've been watching the Champions League, they've gone a little bit under the radar before this Atletico game, in that you was just a bit like, oh God, Chelsea are still in this? Okay, cool. So, but yeah, I am going to be positive, and I think that they have got a good chance with a manager, like you say, who has got experience in these latter stages of the competition. They do have good players, and maybe this is a platform where some of them that have maybe been a little bit weaker, it's an opportunity for them to have a go at shining, who knows? But yeah, what about you?
I'm going to go the middle one.
Yeah.
A little chance for Chelsea. For some reason, I'm brought back to, well, not for some reason, for the last time they got knocked out of the competition against Bayern Munich, they were just so comfortably beaten.
Yeah.
In my head, I just think, is there that golfing class? I think they've closed the gap, Chelsea, to obviously to last season's winners. I'm not sure enough. I'm going little chance. I'm going in the middle one. And lastly but not least, PSG, the victors over Barcelona. Talk about star talent with Erling Haaland. There's a lot of star talent at PSG.
There
Neymar
is.
will be fit, you'd assume.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, for the quarterfinals. Obviously, Kylian Mbappe. Mauricio Pochettino on the flip side has taken Spurs to a final.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the most accomplished manager when it comes to winning trophies or making many other finals. In fact, I think there was only one other final at Spurs. This is a tough one.
It is, because I guess when you look at the manager, and like, no shade to Poch whatsoever, but like you say, has some experience but not massive experience, and also he doesn't have a lot of experience with this group of players as well. So is that going to be an issue maybe as we get to the latter stages? I'm not too sure. I don't know.
Again, I feel like with Dortmund, there's like maybe PSG are relying a little bit more on star talent. Now, having said that, I did make the final last year. I'm actually going to be positive for PSG. I'm going to go good chance. Okay. The second category.
I feel like I probably agree with you in that they are a little bit reliant on maybe one or two names. And I just have this feeling that, again, the wheels may come off with this one. And
so happy to be here.
Yeah, happy to be here. No, I'd probably go for little chance, just because I feel like, don't get me wrong, brilliant to get that win over Barcelona, but I don't know, I'm just not too sure.
Guys, shut up.
But yeah, I'm not too sure. I feel like I'm going to go for, I'm going to go for Little Chance, definitely. But I could be proven wrong, who knows?
Potentially. Right, there you have it then. We're actually, we'll leave the draw in the pinned comment.
Yes.
For this video, so you can see who's been drawn against who in the quarterfinals, and then you can make your judgment and let us know in the comment section below. And yeah, check out everything else we've got going on One Football. But from myself and Angelina, we will see you guys next time.
Okay.
Amazing.